the Tren thing, is that the worst one psychologically?
Tren is the worst offender for your psychological state, not just because the drug is bad, but it also like ruins your sleep. So you get like Tren cough I mentioned, but Tren sweats is another one where it almost induces like a menopause like hot flash sweating in your sleep, and you wake up just fucking drenched.
Jesus
and it
Christ.
like really fucks up your sleep, and it makes you hyper paranoid as well, which is no good, because even though you're this jacked, sometimes confident guy, other times you're unreasonably insecure, and you like a very common outcome is for guys to think their girlfriends are cheating on them just out of nowhere by being on Tren.
Really?
And they end up becoming oddly behaving. Sexual deviancy is also a very common.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, on Tren. And it's thought to be the progestogenic activity because it's derived from nandrolone, which is a progesterone receptor agonist as well. And progesterone is thought to be very implicated in gay sexual tendencies as you grow up if you had heightened exposure to progesterone in utero. And highly dopaminergic drug as well, which in excess can cause like really weird sexual deviancy as well. And yeah, it's like really fucking potent and good at what it does. It builds lean mass, and it's like a really dry compound. It doesn't make you watery. Also has a unique anti-catabolic effect. So you don't, in a deficit, you keep muscle and sometimes even grow while you're cutting. And so it's not like steroids don't all do that to some degree, more or less, but this drug is like uniquely potent in its anti-catabolic action to where you could be like extremely nutrient deprived and still hold on to a lot of your muscle.
Wow.
And because it's so good at making you extremely strong too, without an excess of body weight, it's like highly sought after in many sports because you don't have to worry about jumping up in weight class while you're getting the strength increase that is like humongous.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was one of the drugs that was used in the Duchess cocktail, which is what Rodchenkov would have his athletes swish around in their mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was absorbed buccally.
Whoa.
So it would it was almost like the equivalent of IVing the drug right into your bloodstream. You would swish it around your mouth in this alcohol, and it would absorb buccally into the bloodstream immediately. So you wouldn't have to actually have it go into your stomach and then get processed through a first pass metabolism. So you could get it in and out of your system way faster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So why is that one good for fighters? I would think that like getting super emotional though.
Yeah, you could argue that the emotional instability is not good.
Yeah.
But
paranoia
it makes you very
terrible.
Aggressive. The psychoactive effects in the gym can be very helpful for training and stress resilience. And some people, it's not everyone who becomes paranoid on it. It's highly individual dependent. Some people, you will often hear people say, oh, people overblow the side effects of Tren. It's not that bad. And then other people who will say it ruined their life. So it's highly individual dependent like any drug. But it's very good at making you extremely fucking strong without blowing you up with water retention and staving off loss of tissue while weight cutting.